My name is Darian Wigfall. My working title for my project is called Searching for August. Every significant issue we have in the United States stems from slavery. Riots, lynching, Jim Crow, killing of young, unarmed black children. Trump. A lot of those significant moments in history have happened right here in St. Louis. Dred Scott, Shelley versus Kramer, Ferguson. It all stems from slavery. But I want to cover it with a very different approach than many of the other films like mine. Why did white people, or should I say Europeans, enter the slave trade? Capitalism was just beginning around 1415 when they say the slave trade began. The seas had just been conquered. So why take the risk and get into the unknown of discovering the new world? What could make it worth it? I have some unique insight on this story from some people that I share a last name with and DNA, but look nothing like me. Their lineage goes all the way back to British royalty, and as late as 1993, there have been Wigfalls that live in or around what used to be called Leicestershire, but is now Leicester. We want to go and document my journey to find the people that can tell me why Samuel, the first Wigfall to come to South Carolina, might have come here and then subsequently been investigated by an officer from the Scottish Arms. And hopefully they can maybe even tell me why we got into the slave trade in the first place. They are kings of industry in England. Why change that route? We found bits and pieces of the story in South Carolina and online through the National Archives in Kew in UK. To get the real information that I need on the other side of the pond, I need to go to the National Archives. I was lucky enough to have some friends go last year, and that put me another step further in finding out that the Wigfall name might have even originated in Scotland and not just Southern England. It seems as though there's still Wigfalls living in Leicester who might give me a clue into the stories that will ultimately lead me to the end of this journey. Lord knows there's so little information and so few stories about the ancestors that look like me. The one story I do know for sure is one that covers August, who in his late age was able to tell the story of what we know as the Lion King, where a jealous uncle sold him to slave traders and he ended up in South Carolina. The first person I found when looking up the Wigfall name was Louis Wigfall, who tried to negotiate the end of the Civil War on his own, moved to Galveston, Texas, became a state senator in Texas, and then a U.S. senator from Texas who fought to keep slavery alive. And then in his old age moved to England and tried to start a conflict between England and the U.S. We all also have connection to the Blow family, who is famous for having enslaved Dred Scott through John Wigfall's confiscation of property and August and others being sent to the Blow family in Virginia. These were the cousins of the Blow family that ended up in St. Louis, who enslaved Dred Scott, who is the first slave to successfully sue for his freedom in the United States. The Blow family also paid for that defense. Not only that, but they started a school that is down the street from where I work, as well as the church where I'm now employed, called St. Paul's Episcopal Church in the 1800s. I want to follow the trail of the Wigfalls from St. Louis through South Carolina to Virginia and all the way back to England, and then episodically produce every other piece of this story until I get to the end, because ultimately I'm searching for August and stories like his. This could be the Alex Haley's roots of our time. If I can trace my roots all the way back to England and to Africa, and with just a little support, I think we can make some major progress in completing this project. Thank you for your consideration. If you want to show us some support through our Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/certainmedia314. I'll tell you what you get at each level. Now, for just a one-time donation, it's different than recurring, so listen closely. For $1 one-time donation, you'll get access to exclusive footage whenever it's available, whenever it becomes public on our Patreon. not public to our social media or website. At $5, you get exclusive footage plus a certain media sticker. For a one-time donation of $10, you get exclusive footage plus a sticker and a personal thank you video from me and or the team. For $50 one-time donation, you get the extra footage, you get the sticker, you get that thank you video, and you get a t-shirt from certain media. For $100 one-time donation, you get the extra footage, you get the sticker, you get a thank you personally, you get a shirt, and you get a sneak preview of the film. Now, if you want to do a recurring donation, for $1 recurring donation, you get exclusive footage, a sticker, and the personal thank you. For a $5 recurring donation, you get the extra footage, a sticker, the personal thank you, and a t-shirt. For a $10 recurring donation, you get the extra footage, a sticker, the personal thank you from me or the team, a shirt, and a sneak preview of the film. For a $50 recurring donation, you get the extra footage, the sticker, personal thank you, you get a t-shirt, sneak preview of the film, and a personal invite to the premiere once it's done. For a $100 recurring donation, you get the whole kit and caboodle. I rarely say that, so you know it's real. You get the extra footage anytime it's ready, before anybody else gets it. You get a sticker, you get a personal thank you, probably a longer one. You get the t-shirt, you'll get a certain media hoodie as well. You'll get a sneak preview of the film, you'll get a personal invite to the opening premiere, the very first night, and you'll get a personal invite to the meet and greet with me, the team, anybody else who's able to make it that's part of the film. In addition to that, I'll give you quite a few perks, from little notes, storyboards, behind the scenes footage, all those things. For $100 recurring, you're gonna get pretty much everything anybody could possibly get. You're gonna get a shout on our social media, all the things that I can do to show my appreciation you get for $100. Some of those shout outs will go to other folks too when it makes sense, but you're gonna get more than one shout out. Promise you that. Go to patreon.com/certainmedia314. You can support us there. There's also DJ mixes and a lot of other things, a lot of goodies that you can get from us. Thanks for your support. Peace.